Hey everyone, it is Fitz with your daily delivery. I hope you're doing well. I am good. Today we're going to talk about Godzilla versus Kong. Now, I haven't taken up watching Japanese movies. This is about Google versus Disney, the fight for our hearts, minds, and mostly wallets. As you know, Disney has pulled its ESPN channels, as well as I think everything else, off of YouTube TV. And the motive here is twofold. One, it wants YouTube TV to pay more rights fees to carry the channels. I get that. That's part of the game. That's why YouTube TV keeps going up in price. It started off as a really reasonably priced platform, and now it's getting more and more expensive. I guess this is their line in the sand. I don't know, but I'm going to get into that right after I remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the thumbs up, leave those comments. Thank you so much. I don't know who to root for in this. All I know is I don't have ESPN on my YouTube TV platform. And I love YouTube TV. It works really well. It records everything you want recorded. It has a library of everything you want to see. All the games are there. It automatically just picks up the Big 12 games and records them for me. Now, a lot of those games are not on YouTube TV, and I don't know if they'll ever return. Yeah, Disney wants more money. That's for certain. But they also want to drive you off the YouTube TV platform and into one of theirs, like Hulu TV, which is also owned by Disney. I refuse to do that. First of all, I have more problems with my Hulu app than almost any app. And I guess the front runner for problems I have with an app is ESPN Plus. Anyone who attempted to watch Tuesday night's college basketball game between Kansas State and Greensboro saw what we've all known for a while. ESPN Plus is a crap platform. It's not well engineered, it's not well designed, its interface sucks, and it's hard to watch the start of the game when the game doesn't load very promptly. Minutes sometimes, and I have very high-speed internet. So if you're going to try to drive us to subscribe to your new ESPN all-in app, whatever it's called, maybe you should prove that you can build an app worth subscribing to. I'm not going to get Hulu plus Live TV to get my ESPN. It is a really, really bad platform. ESPN right now is focused on making money, not making good product. That's going to be a problem for any company. When your sole focus becomes on getting more money out of your customers' pockets and not rewarding them with quality content, it's an issue. See, ESPN's overpaid for some rights lately. This is what they've done throughout their history. But now they finally, I think, found the end of the road where they went too far. They're asking too much of their customers to pay for stuff that, honestly, a lot of us don't want. Yeah, I understand the SEC is wildly popular, but the money doesn't make sense that they paid the SEC unless we're all watching it, and most of us don't want to watch it. So now they've overpaid for the SEC. And then they turned around and did it with the NBA, way overpaying for a product that is in serious decline and one most Americans don't even care about. It's not like I don't watch the SEC. Once in a while, I'll watch a football game involving SEC teams. It might be the best game on, but it's kind of like when my wife is watching Suits for the third time. This episode I've even seen, and I'll watch it because it's what's on TV. But eventually, I'm going to get the channel changed to something more palatable. Sorry, Suits fans. And I certainly don't want to watch the NBA, let alone pay for ESPN/Disney's total disregard for financial well-being and thinking of everything about ego. We got to have this, take it away from everyone else. You can almost hear the executives at Disney laughing with that evil cackle that now they've really screwed people and they're going to own all of us. I'm kind of fed up. The issue is I do need ESPN. They do hold the rights fees to a lot of football games I need to watch. Big 12 games. I cover the Big 12. We have a Big 12 channel along with the Kansas State channel. Kansas State plays on ESPNU, not this upcoming Saturday. They're off, but next Saturday at Oklahoma State. I do need the channels. But for now, I'm going to be content. I'm going to let ESPN stew in it. They're losing millions of dollars per day being off of YouTube TV. Mostly, though, they're losing viewership. And if you block off a giant corner of your viewership, such as those of us who subscribe on YouTube TV, your ratings go down, and then your advertising prices go down. You're going to put yourself in a loop that I will find incredibly entertaining. Disney wants to conquer the world. There's one problem. Google's a lot bigger. And if you really want to get in a pissing match, Google might just go ahead and buy ESPN or parts of Disney or start up their own sports product and bid against you. This is a game of chicken that Disney's playing with a very, very big partner. And I know everyone wants immediate gratification. I want my ESPN now. I want to watch games now. I need to see these games. I get it. I'm getting there. I'm getting there too. But I also have this sense I want to hold out. I don't want to be a pawn of ESPN's. I don't want to pay for the NBA or the SEC. You decided to sink too much money into these things, and now you're turning to me and millions of other people and saying, bail us out because we're irresponsible in seeking rights fees. We're paying way too much, and I'm going to continue to pay too much because I'll just milk it right out of you. I'm kind of done with that. And I hope ESPN gets divided up or somehow these rights fees get spread out. We simply need more partners in the sports space. I'm overjoyed to see what TNT is doing, and I love the fact that the TNT on-air staff is making fun of ESPN. Because they should. We all should. It's turned into a sham. The once great Sports Center at night now is unwatchable. The great Sports Center in the morning when you got up and watched all the highlights from the game the night before's games, no one does it anymore. Their talk shows became toxic. They were purely based on argument and dispute. You know damn well that the hosts don't really believe the things they're saying. They're just saying the opposite of the other host to create conflict. That's not reality TV. That's just pure nonsense. Let people have shows that interview interesting individuals, speak their mind on topics, but actually speak their mind without the network executives at Disney telling them what to think. Yeah, I'm there too. Disney executives have isolated a certain demographic of the population and told them, you're not welcome to work here if you believe in these things. Maybe you agree with that. I kind of agree with a thing called freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and unless that expression is outrageous, you should be free to do it. ESPN has turned into an evil empire with Disney as the head of the snake, but all of its tentacles are out there. Did I just mix animals? I don't know. But ESPN needs to be slowed down. They need to learn a lesson. And I'll go without ESPN on YouTube TV for a while. Make them suffer, as I'm suffering. Because when two giants go to battle, when Godzilla squares off with Kong, you know who gets killed? The little people down below that get stepped on. ESPN, get your foot off of the American public. We don't want your higher rights fees. We don't want to pay for it. Please find a solution, like maybe fiscal responsibility by your management.